some minor prophets. But among there was Kulankit. Kulankit was the person who has been inspired by the spirit of Mana, known Mana 1, Mana Luthera. So these are the
spirits are dwelling in certain totemic, in the system of totems. You know, this, it would appear, is also among the Nue, actually. The divination sometimes is designated to a certain either animal or this totem system of religion is part of the practice, the religious practice of most of these prophets. That's why probably you find this leopard skin, leopard what? Do you talk a little about this, I wonder?
In the Nuer there were five Kwar. They start with Kwarmon, which is the priest of the earth. That is Kwarmon. And Kwarmon is a peacemaker, as well as an independent body who try to solve the bring peace to the community. And then next to him is Woodhall, the cattle expert. So whenever there is something, there is a disease among cattle, whenever there was no production among the cattle, he's the only person who is going to be asked about what to do. And third is Kwarthai. Kwarthai is an expert and a water expert. So he knows whether this water is spoiled or poison or not. Even when there's no fish, he's going to be the person who is going to be asked about why there's no fish. Even when the crocodile is eating people, harming people from the Nile, he's going to be the one who's going to be consulted. So in modern time, it's just like a minister of water resources, wildlife, and all this. Water resources.
Without power, the one of our times. No power over the wildlife.
And there's a minister, another one, known as Kwartang, the owner of the tongue, which is the spear shaft. So when people go to war, it's just like the minister of defense. So he's one who is going to decide to break that tongue or shaft within the war. And the final one, there's known as Dwek. Dwek or Kwardwea. Kwardwea is a normal human being. He is neither Kwarmon, he's neither Kwartang or whatever. He's a normal human being. But when there is something happen to the Kwarmon, because Kwarmon, when you murder somebody, and when he murdered somebody, he ran to the Kwarmon. Before he eat, before he drink. So he may not be poisoned because he will report himself immediately. Because in the Nuer you cannot kill a person and then hide. That blood will follow you until the end of that family. Family will die. So we went to the Kwarmon, and then there's certain rituals done by the Kwarmon. And then the bone is broken, and then they call these two groups, and then they reconcile, and then they pay the compensation.
Thank you very much.
Then Kwarmon, when Kwarmon commit a crime or maybe kill a human being, he will run to the normal human being to be ill. So that person, Dwek, is also a Kwar. And the sixth one is, the last one is Kwarbi. Kwarbi is those of chiefs, like Salatin of those days. They wear certain clothes. Then they said you are the chief of that area. Right. These were six people in Nuer governing the Nuer. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Deng. We go again out for a very, very brief moment. Our viewers, we shall be coming back to this fantastic religious story. Most of the Greek stories that contain historical elements were sung in a long, long epic song. Ngundeng was known also to have predicted his future, the future of everything he religiously administered through an epic song. I wonder, Mr. Deng, whether the Nue can still remember Ngundeng's song that has most of these problems. And if they do you do? And can you sing us a few lines?
For Ngundeng songs, because the Sudan situation, whatever happening in Sudan, is there in Ngundeng song. But not everyone knows Ngundeng song. Only the elders, especially among the lower tribe in Akobo. They are the one who knows Ngundeng songs. Ngundeng has many songs. But I think to get this information is through research. And there's one song known as, he will say, roll my badwailer ba lig the thing, ligandang ba thing, lad kir mil wak tonga dear Ngundeng bong ya longor, yelway marga yel joy, ramlu deng yol wak bar, a jib with a monga burner, cham roll bomb a banamar, cholnyana marga yere, dollar gui marga yer. So that song was about Rolmai. Rolmai is any person who has with a gun, starting from those colonials, because they Nuer have spears, and then Rolmai has gun. Mm-hmm. So he said that Rolmai will be defeated, and he will be beaten, and there will be a noise, something like bombarding. Lig the thing, ligandang bad thing. So Gadang is not only Nuer. Anyone who is in Southern Sudan, they are Gadang, son of Deng. Ligandang bad thing. Ladker mil wak tonga dear Ngundeng bong ya longor. So Ladker is a military person who is in the leadership, will be ruling. But he will rule with worry. He will be worried all the time that power may cease. So Ngundeng becomes like a Lungor. Lungor, instead of Nuer and Denka, was a great leader, was also just not a leader, a spiritual leader. And there's this sort of Longor, when he call people, he will make the short people to be the foundation of the house, and the tall one to be in the top. There was something like that in this story. In this story, yeah. Great. So that is one of the Wundeng song. Yeah.
So what do you think was the most important prophecy Wundeng had made?
I think the most important thing is the relationship between Northern Sudan and Southern Sudan. He said, my flag will not be mixed with the flag of the roll.
Of the brown man.
Of the brown man. So flag will be flowing alone. But maybe we don't know, because the roll is maybe the white people, maybe the Northern Sudan. I cannot predict up to now. Good. But there's roll. He said that. The second thing, he said that there was this split, because the Northern Sudan and Southern Sudan are eating together. He said that plate will break.
The one with a fatada.
The fatada will break, will be in part.
Okay.
So everyone will go with his part.
Now, there has been talk in the media recently about Ngundeng's pipe being brought back from Britain, from London. How did it go there?
Because his son, Wek, was killed, I think, in 1927. Because Ngundeng died in 1906, they report that Ngundeng death in 1906. So when they came, when the Turkish, condominium rule, they fought the Nuer until they were fighting these prophets. Starting from Mana one of Jagay Nuer in Bantu, with the Ngundeng in Wat, and not only really Ngundeng, but his son, because Ngundeng has died before they came.
That's right.
Yeah. So they took, after they killed Gwek, the son of Ngundeng, they took this pipe and Deng, which is a rod, divine rod of Ngundeng. And pipe, they took them in 19...
That is the magic one.
Yes.
The holy stick.
Yes. Deng he was using to kill the Turkish. It will just bump. They took it in 1929. They took it to London. But now we worried about, where is this pipe of Ngundeng? Deng Ngundeng, where is it? Twin Ngundeng, where is it?
Good.
Until recently, I think there was, I don't know what happened there. Is it because they just keeping them to keep them there when South Sudan is okay, they will bring
them back?
Or
okay.
I don't know.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank
but
you.
Anyway, there's this program now that are going to be bring to South Sudan and put there in what?
One prophet of African prophet that died was a certain Nyankole prophet called Nyakairima. When he was going to die, he went around telling people, goodbye, goodbye, I'm dying tomorrow. How did Ngundeng die finally?
Ngundeng died with, he told his death that he's going to be killed, because there were competition between Ngundeng and Dew. So Dew sent a woman, sorcerer woman, to go and kill Ngundeng. So when he went to Ngundeng, the woman go back to Dew. He said, Dew, the Ngundeng body is full with the spirit of God. So there's nowhere in which I can put my eye to kill Ngundeng.
To pluck him out.
Yeah. So he said, okay, now you come back, you go back again, because Ngundeng is going to die on that way. So there was this one. The spirit was in, I think in his, because you see there's a certain oil within the
spinal cord.
Yeah, the backbone of the human being. He said that just remove that. Remove that part of it. And then when that is removed, Ngundeng collapse. So everybody knows he's dead, that he's going to die on that way.
My God.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Deng Nhial Chiok. This has been a very fantastic kind of story. We know for sure the Nuer stand out very prominently in the history of religion in Africa, especially in Southern Sudan. Thank you very much, our viewers. We meet next time in another program.